Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with their local school districts and our outstanding business partners who make these live presentations possible for you fans to enjoy. I'm Joseph Brett alongside Chuck Mondell on headset with me this evening, and as always, my cameraman, David Alvarez. We welcome you to the Lithia Superstore pregame show as we get set for this matchup between the visiting Eagle Point Eagles, the number 9 ranked 5A team in the state, taking on the number 7 ranked 6A South Medford Panthers in a non-league matchup here at Dennis Murphy Court this evening. The Eagles, coached by Curtis Clem, and South Medford James Schumach. Gonna have a full lineup of boys matches this evening. The only forfeit will be at 113 pounds. Other than that, we got a full lineup here. The girls, we're going to have just one, it looks like, this evening. A couple of late scratches on the Eagle Point side. We would have had 3 of them, but just one girls match this evening between the two teams, and then we'll get to the boys action right after South Medford getting ready to come out and take the mat here in just a moment as the lights go low here at South Medford High School. We'd like to thank you for joining us on the home for local live sports coverage, TableRockSports.net. We welcome our home and visiting fans who are watching today. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Big Table Rock Sports thank you to the 4,000 of you who have already subscribed. If you're listening and watching on the YouTube channel right now and you have not subscribed, find that red subscribe button, give it a click, and get notified when all games go live across the Table Rock Sports Network. South Medford Eagle Point coming up here in just a few minutes. Chuck, good to have you on the headset as always.
Thank you.
Any good matches here that you're looking forward to tonight? I know I see a couple there myself.
Yeah, I see the Pogue. I'm looking forward to seeing Gavin Pogue go again. I've only seen him once or twice, a kid from Eagle Point. So I'm sure there'll be a number of matches along the way that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
2 good programs going at it tonight for sure.
A lot of rich history between these two teams, and great programs in their own right for many years now. As you mentioned, Gavin Pogue, the number 3 ranked wrestler in the state in the 5A, junior at 165 pounds. Thomas Whipple for Eagle Point, junior wrestler. He's the number 3 ranked kid in the state for the Eagles. He'll be taking on Cassius Ragu, and that should be a pretty good matchup right there between those two. And then we got a number 1 and a number 2 down there at the bottom. And I know you always like to see De La Torre wrestle.
Right.
And he's taking on Brian Cortez, the number 2 ranked heavyweight in the 5A. And that should be an exciting matchup this evening. Both senior wrestlers wrestling each other. I'm yet to see De La Torre lose. So we'll see how that one goes between them.
Hey, Junior, are we sure mine's okay? I can't hear myself. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Do I have to hear myself? I'm not sure.
Trying to get the headsets adjusted just a little bit there. But yeah, that would be a good matchup there between Whipple, Ragu, De La Torre, Cortez, and then another one, Nathan Malari. He's another good wrestler for Eagle Point. I know quite a few of these Eagle Point guys has been out there for a while with the youth program. He's taking on Brody Foss, Bridger's brother. So we got number 4 and number 6 matchup there. So that's another one I'm going to be excited for here this evening as we have face-offs happening at the middle of the mat. Some forfeits to start on the girls' side of things.
At 115 pounds for the Panthers.
So at 135 pounds, our first girls match will be Gracie Arredondo taking on Emma Lee of Eagle Point. 140, we're going to have McKinley Abbott Dale and Edna Montez. Montes or Montez? So we'll have two girls matches this evening lined up.
At 170 pounds for the Panthers, Layla Rose Palma. At 190 pounds for the Panthers, Essence Osborne. At 235 pounds for the Panthers, Nia Nicasio. And now the gentlemen at 106 pounds for the Panthers.
Now for the boys at 106 pounds, Vaughn Graff Jr. will take on Jackson DeVette. Got quite a few top 10 matches on here this evening.
I see that, yeah.
113 pounds. Ryan McFall going to take on someone, I didn't get a name there. 120 pounds, Stephen Allen will take on Damian Perez of Eagle Point. 126 pounds, Vontae Ruiz will take on number 8 ranked Cooper White. At 132 pounds, Levi Walters will take on Levi Evans of Eagle Point. 138 pounds, another good match here. Cassius Ragu will take on Thomas Whipple. 144 now, Caden Miller going to take on Ethan Metcalf.
At 150 pounds for the Panthers, Brody Foss.
At 150, Brody Foss, number 4 ranked wrestler, taking on Nathan Malari, number 6 ranked wrestler of Eagle Point.
That'll be a good one at 150.
157, Carter Shack taking on Sean McFall of Eagle Point. A lot of top 10 wrestlers on the Eagle Point side there.
I see that, yeah.
165, Sal Ruiz will take on Gavin Pogue of Eagle Point.
Pogue's a coach's kid, obviously.
175, Bridger Foss, the number 1 ranked wrestler in the 6A, taking on Julia Smith. 190, Corbin Schumach, ranked number 6, will take on Tristan Moreno. At 215, Keegan Thonstad, number 5 ranked wrestler in the 6A, taking on Kai Peters. And for the heavyweight matchup this evening, 285, Issa De La Torre, number 1 ranked wrestler for the Panthers, taking on Brian Cortez of Eagle Point, the number 2 ranked heavyweight in the state in the 5A. So it should be a pretty exciting night of wrestling here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 matchups head-to-head of top 5 or 10 ranked wrestlers.
Nice.
And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 top 10 wrestlers for Eagle Point. 6 top 10 wrestlers in the state for South Medford. And I'm going to stop and pause and recognize the Star Spangled Banner.
Good job by Tucker. He's playing this weekend at OSU also.
Star Spangled Banner?
Yep.
By Curtis Clem and assistant the girls coaches Alicia Ramirez.
Tucker Hilliard playing the Star Spangled Banner this evening. Great job by him.
The assistant coaches are Faith Alonso, Casey
Well, the girls come together for a flip here for their couple of matches. Then the boys will come together for a flip as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not sure of this referee's name.
Vaughn Finn
Vaughn Finn.
or Vin Fawn, one or the other.
Finn Fawn or Vaughn
Well,
Finn.
I should get that squared away, but
This is the first wrestling event this year that I have done where Craig Rabb is not the head official.
that's all right. He still might be here. I'm not sure what's going on. I know Mr. Vaughn is a 125-pounder at Southern Oregon University wrestling team. I know that. He's their 125-pounder. Good young official. Likes wrestling. Not sure what weight we're starting at, Joseph.
We're going to have the two girls matches.
Oh, I see.
We're going to have Arredondo and Emma Lee. As they say here at South Medford High School, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. It is time for Panther Wrestling.
the winner by a forfeit.
So we'll have the forfeits come out, have their hands raised,
At 100
and then we'll have our first girls match at 135 pounds. Our winner sports action brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com, and by Road Credit Union, with locations throughout Southern Oregon to serve you. And before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities they serve in support of kids and local efforts to help others. And Rory World State Farm Insurance has been protecting your dreams in Oregon for over 30 years. Like a good neighbor, Rory World State Farm Insurance.
By a forfeit, Jamie Baldwin. At 135 pounds for the Panthers, Gracie Arredondo. For the Eagles, Emma.
And so now our first girls match at 135 pounds. Gracie Arredondo will take on Emma Lee. Emma Lee, the number 5 ranked girl in the 5A at 135 pounds.
At 125 pounds for the Eagles, Chloe Thompson. And the winner by a forfeit, Chloe Thompson.
I missed that right there. What happened?
Somebody got a forfeit.
Yeah, I heard a Chloe, and I don't see one on here. And we are all set and ready to go at 135 pounds here.
Gracie Arredondo from South and Emma Lee from Eagle Point.
And we'll adjust the girls' side of things just so everybody knows what we got going on here. After the four forfeits, it's going to be South 24, Eagle Point 6. As we get underway here at 135 pounds.
Now watch carefully when and if they go out of bounds. See if one wrestler is wrestling and the other one's not as they go out of bounds in accordance with the stalling call. We had some good stalling calls out at Grants Pass last night, actually. Craig Rabb was on the whistle and did a pretty good job making them wrestle.
Yeah, he doesn't hesitate to let them know it all. He's pretty quick with it, telling them, get back to work.
Right. You know, and if you call that stuff early, chances are you're not going to have to call it later on. Because the wrestlers know that the official means business. They should make every attempt to stay inbounds.
Just like any sport, these people that aren't wrestling right now, they're getting a chance to see how the official is going to officiate.
Exactly. That's a good point, Joseph.
And they're going to, take that to their advantage. If they're not really making you work a whole lot and you're on the bottom and you need to catch a breath, and
sure,
they're going to utilize that a little bit. And like you mentioned, if they see an official calling that early and calling it quick, they're going to remember that and make sure to keep moving all the way through. Oh.
Remember, one point inbounds where continue to wrestle, whether it's a finger or a toe.
I was going to say, I thought I saw a toe still in on that one there.
Right. Well, if there's no action on the edge, the referee can stop it.
Reset them and bring it back to center.
Yeah. There's all kinds of little tricks you use to keep the action up, But you have to be thinking about that stalling. You have to be thinking about that stalling call. Because if you don't think about it, you'll nickel and dime yourself to death. The match will be over and not much happened, and we didn't do anything about it. So
2 back points there for the Eagle Point wrestler Lee. She's got a 6-3 lead as we head to the second period here.
Green's choice. Green chose both up to start the second round. Dual meet score 24-6 for South. Keep wrestling. See, that's just it. It's not a stop and start kind of a sport. It's a continuous activity. And what you do is you connect the pieces of activity. It's not a stop and start in sport.
As I say, it's about the hardest 2 minutes in all the sports.
Right.
Each and every round.
Yeah. And being a young parent like yourself, you got young wrestlers. The important thing I tell kids is not to worry too much about winning and losing. Because that worrying about winning and losing will deter development quicker than anything. You should focus, like they say, it's a cliche, but focus on the purpose.
As Lee has Arredondo
in trouble
here. Looking like we might get a fall.
A nice tight pinning combination there. Fall.
There it is.
And the winner by a pin, Emma Lee.
And Emma Lee with the victory by fall with 56.9 seconds to go in round number 2.
For the Eagles, Edna Montez.
So 3:04 we'll call it for the pin. And now we got 140 pounds, McKinley Abbott Dale Jr. for South, taking on Edna Montez of Eagle Point, junior wrestler.
Uh-oh. Inadvertent to the eye, I think.
Poke to the eye, or was that a headbutt?
I think it was a poke. I don't know. I thought it was a poke.
Look down at your sheet to check on some names for just a second, and
all heck breaks loose. Hope the young lady's all right. Yeah, we ran into the Lucas boys here tonight. That was fun. Pete and Chris Lucas.
David going back over some wrestling memories and
Yeah.
so Montez looks like she's going to be all right. They come back to the center of the circle, and we're back to the action.
Well, Ted's going after it. The legs spin around. Good job. 3 takedown. Makes it 3-0. Uh-oh, and some back points.
And a fall for Eagle Points.
And the winner by a pin, Edna Montez.
Montez.
At 155 pounds.
42 seconds into the match.
Fitzgerald.
Makes it
And the
24-18.
winner by a forfeit, Emily Fitzgerald.
And Emily Fitzgerald winning by forfeit.
At 170 pounds.
Ties it up at 24.
Layla Rose Baakalva.
And then a forfeit at 170. Layla Rose Baakalva
Layla Rose
winning by forfeit.
At 190 pounds for the Panthers, Essence Osborne.
And then Essence Osborne at 190 will win by forfeit as well.
Edna Osborne.
And then at 235, Mia Nicasio, or Nicasio, will win by forfeit as well. And they'll make the girls dual meet score 42-24. South Medford will take it on the girls' side. And now we'll get ready for some boys action. The captains will come together. We'll have a flip to determine a few things, and then we will get to the action here in just a moment. We'll step away for a quick minute, back right after this on Table Rock Sports with more South Medford Eagle Point Wrestling right after this.
Things I like most about working at the Ashland Food Co-op is that it's a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. I play a lot of musical instruments. I bought my own tuba when I started working at the co-op. Sometimes I'll bring it into work to play for like my coworkers and the customers. When I bring my tuba onto the bus with me, it definitely gets a lot of heads turned and people will ask me, what's that thing? Why is it so big? RVTD is moving our community forward.
Don't miss the Start Something New sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Looks like Vaughn Finn will be the assistant to Tanner Hillier tonight. Tanner Hillier from the Rogue Valley Referees Association.
Who is that out there?
Tanner Hillier is the main guy.
Tanner Hillier.
Tanner Hillier, daddy of the boy who just played the national anthem.
And now for the boys at 106 pounds for the
And we will start for Eagle Point in South Medford on the boys' side at 106 pounds. Vaughn Graff, 10th ranked wrestler for the Panthers, taking on Jackson DeVette, number 9 ranked wrestler. Freshman from Eagle Point, junior from South Medford.
We got the diaper dandies out here right now. South Medford with their leg up, looking to finish. Yep, 3 takedown.
3 for DeVette for South Medford.
Being real aggressive on top here with the trying to work the arm bars, looks like. A tight, very tight waist. One minute to go in the first. Again, we're getting extended on the bottom, which is not good. Bottom guy wants to stay together, and the top guy wants to extend the bottom guy. That's about what it is.
And
give him a new start here.
Hilliard will bring him back to center.
Eagle points down. See if we get halfway up again and get slapped back down.
44.8 to go here in the first period.
Got all the way up here. You got to get and one.
One escape for Eagle Point for
Graf. Nothing yet. Not real close, but nothing yet.
Still no control. DeVette still has a hold of that leg underneath there. And he's going to give him 3 for Eagle Point wrestler.
4-3 is the score in favor of the Eagles. Short time.
And that'll do it for the first period. At the end of one, it is Jackson DeVette out in front 4-3 over Von Graff. South Medford wrestler Graff will take bottom here to start the second period.
And we're neutral. 4-4. Haven't settled a doggone thing. Short attack by Eagle Point here. See, we can't hardly wrestle when our arms are all bound up like that. So the trick is to loosen up but stay tight.
Graff got a nice underhook going on
DeVette
there. So it's kind of keeping him alive.
Right. Stomach. 1:20 to go in the second here. Eagle Point will be in the light-colored uniforms, it looks like, and South is in dark. Keep your legs back. Don't feed them your legs. See, keep your legs back at all cost. We can go to wrestling once we get our legs cleared.
Still neutral here. Graff trying to get around him.
See, but we can't go anywhere because our arm was caught up. There's 3 takedown. 7-4. The Granby roll for nothing yet. The wizard, that overhook wizard is the only thing that's saving him right now.
Short time, 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, I don't know what we're going to be able to do here. Short time.
That was a nice Granby, but just not quite able to get the points out of it.
Yeah.
It'll stay 7-4 as we head to the third period of this matchup at 106 pounds.
Looks like Eagle Point chooses down to start the third. 7-4 for Eagle Point. See what we do from the bottom here. Oh, that's different now. I can hear myself now.
Yeah, I looked over and I saw what might have been wrong there
Right.
with your
Oh, well.
microphone. I didn't notice it, but
Right.
one of the knobs there got turned a little bit.
Yeah, we're good. South has got to think about letting him go and going for a big one. It's not going to do us much good to ride him out.
Still 7-4.
See, South has got to do something a little different. Or we're going to end up on top. We're going to lose the match on top.
Got to get that head out. Looking for those points. It should. There they are. Nope, still nothing.
1 minute.
Or did we started on top there, the Panther wrestler?
I see. Okay.
Must have.
Must have, yeah. What do we got here?
He started on the bottom the last round. So starting on the top here.
You're going to have to cut him loose, I would
For
imagine.
some reason, I thought I saw them both standing.
Yeah. Well, again, we get halfway up. That's what we can't have, Joseph. Getting halfway up and then getting slapped back down. We mentioned earlier, it's a waste of energy and time. Well, he's going to run out of time on top.
I mentioned it last time that you were on the mic with me. Sometimes, you know, even here at the high school level, they try to stand, but they're really narrow, super narrow, and you're not getting a lot of support. Get those feet a little bit wider. You can bring them back narrow when you get your hips out in front of you.
Sure.
And try to, you know, create that space between you and the other wrestler. But when you're basing like that, you don't want to keep those, you know, feet super close together because you're losing a lot there.
Right.
Final 13 seconds, 8-4. Eagle Point wrestler out in front.
And Eagle Point's on the attack when it should be the other way around, but it's not. So, uh-oh.
And it'll be a win for the Eagle Point's Jackson DeVette. 8-4 with the victory.
113 pounds for the Panthers, Elias Woolman. For the Eagles, Ryan McFall.
And now we'll go to 113 pounds. And I did not catch the name of who's wrestling for South Medford. Coach came up here and fixed our rosters for us, but he didn't fix that one. You got anyone at 113?
I copied it, 113. No, I got a forfeit on mine.
Yeah, I still have Coach wrote down on mine for me, and still have a forfeit here, so not sure who's wrestling at 113 there, and I missed the name.
Right, yeah.
So my apologies to everyone back at home, but
nice double.
We got Coach's kid McFall wrestling at 113.
It's 2 doubles in a row. Nice. It takes so much energy and enthusiasm for a double. I didn't used to really, it wasn't my go-to thing. But I see more and more doubles, and I'm feeling better and better about them. And a fall for McFall.
And McFall with the fall. 33 seconds into the matchup.
For the Eagles, Ryan McFall. At 120 pounds, for the Panthers, Stephen Allen.
Now at 120, Stephen Allen going to take on Damian Perez. Allen a freshman, Perez a sophomore. And there's the whistle. We're underway here at 120 pounds.
A 3 takedown green.
You kind of see it a lot from South Medford, in the matches that we've done. They fall behind early, but you watch out for that bottom of the weights, from
Right.
about 138. Sometimes it starts with Brody Foss at 150, but Cassius Ragu picks up a lot of wins for the Panthers. They turn it around there.
Right.
And they are tough to beat from the middle on down.
Yeah, they are. Get out safely. See, we didn't have much going for us right there, so we got out safely, which was nice.
6-0, Stephen Allen out in front.
It can't go to your back, son.
Now 9-0.
1 minute to go in the first. Basically letting him go. No. A 3 takedown.
And 3 for the Eagle Point wrestler.
It's at 9-5, South Medford.
Just about 20 seconds to go here in the first period.
Wow, taking a little break on the bottom. Short time. Gonna get you one, son. Nope.
And that'll do it for period number 1. We'll head to the second period. Stephen Allen out in front over Damian Perez, 9-5.
South Medford kid getting instructions from his coach. Don't reach back.
Allen of South Medford will be on the bottom.
Oh, don't do that.
Coach just told you not to do that.
Exactly.
It's even as you get older, it's a tough thing to break. You think you can reach back and kind of just
Sure.
roll them right over,
yeah.
but it doesn't work out like it feels like it could work out.
Sure.
Usually tends to just get you in more trouble than it. 11-5 now for Allen of South Medford. Gets the reversal points.
Getting a little high here. That Eagle's got to work up and get his one. 2-1, son. Look out. Like the Greco-Roman match.
Perez now in trouble. Gonna have back points coming.
Yeah.
4 more. It'll be Allen in front by 10 now. 53 seconds to go in the second period. 15-5, South Medford wrestler up.
Should get a fall here. Half. Oh.
2 reversal
Right.
for Perez.
Had him right on that dividing line there. I'm going to give a shout out to my brother in Klamath Falls, recuperating from a hip surgery. Hang in there, big fella. And we're out. South Medford's down. 15 seconds left in the second.
Got my clock all messed up.
And one escape. South Medford right back at it. Looks good.
9-point lead for Allen.
Right back on the attack. There's 3.
3 takedown. Makes it 19-7 in favor of Stephen Allen of South Medford. And he's doing a lot of wrestling here.
Yeah.
And it's almost cost him a couple times.
Right, yeah.
Could think about just takedown, let him up,
Yeah.
And get that tech fall.
Yeah.
He gets the tech fall here with 1:48 to go, so 4 minutes, 12 seconds in.
Pretty good match there, fellas.
Yeah, great match there. But yeah, he didn't have very many issues taking down Perez from the standing position there.
Right.
So now we're going to move to 126, Vontae Ruiz taking on Cooper White of Eagle Point. White, the number 8 ranked wrestler at 132 pounds. Junior for Eagle Point, sophomore for the Panthers.
Another thing to watch out for as far as officiating goes. Watch the official and see if he watches the wrestlers all the way back to the center of the mat. You can't turn your back on the wrestlers at all. Okay, he went out of bounds, but he wasn't wrestling as he went out, so he got called for stalling. Everybody's making that call nowadays. They want him to stay on the mat and wrestle. You can go out of bounds, but you better be wrestling as you go out. Or Hillier and Craig Rabb will call you for stalling every time.
9-5, our dual meet score. Eagle Point in front here as we wrestle now at 126 pounds.
The tough arm bar. You're getting a count here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, the referee's holding 4, holding them down. He hasn't awarded them yet, but he's letting the wrestlers know that 4 points have been scored. They haven't been awarded yet. And up the referee's discretion is it's the same pinning combo. Full.
And there's a pin. Yeah. Ruiz goes down for South Medford, a fall with 53.9 to go in period 1 is Eagle Point's Cooper White. 107 into the match.
At 132 pounds for the Panthers, Levi Walters.
And now at 132 pounds for South Medford, Levi Walters is going to take on Levi Evans. Another junior-sophomore matchup.
Battle of the Levi's.
Junior for Eagle Point is Evans. Sophomore is Walters of South Medford.
They're plenty aggressive out there, that's for sure. Attack by Eagle Point. Keep your legs back, son. Here we go. Now wrestle. See, we have to go instantaneously from defense to offense. Should score here. All right.
Early 3-0 lead here for Levi Evans of Eagle Point.
We got a near armbar going on right here on this near side. There's some swipes right there. Remember, we could pin him way out of bounds.
And Levi Evans will win by fall.
By a pin for the Eagles, Levi Evans.
Evans wins 128 into round 1. And 21-5 the dual meet school. And this will be a good one here. Ragu's ranked 21st. Whipple number 3.
Oh.
But Ragu, much tougher wrestler than you think.
Right.
Out there on the mat.
Ankle pick, sweet little ankle pick. See if we can finish it. Yeah. And 3.
And that'll bring him back to the center. Whipple will be on top. Ragu on the bottom.
See what Ragu does with his weight from the bottom. See, we should already know from the bottom what we have to do to get away. Is he the toughest kid in the country, or are we able to just get up and walk away? If you're able to get up and walk away, then get up and walk away. But when you got the toughest, when you're up against the toughest kid in the country, it's not going to go down like that.
1 point for Ragu on the escape. Whipple in on a double there.
A deep double. You got to finish it. Nothing yet.
Neutral.
Yep. And 3. Whipple leads at 6-1. See, 2 people laying out there like that, that's not good for our sport. Oh, he's working on an arm. My bad, son. A Comet Cradle, yeah. An eagle using a Comet Cradle. Huh. We got about 3 swipes out of that, possibly.
Yep, he'll get all 4 points there.
He got 4.
10-1 now. Whipple out in front over Ragu. Two seconds to go here in the first.
Wow.
And that'll do it for period 1. Whipple out in front 10-1.
Green deferred to red. Red chooses down.
So South must have the evens, and
right.
Eagle Point must have the odds.
See, if I was refereeing, I would just make Eagle Point green and the other school red. I don't know how they referee like that. It would be way too confusing for me. Nice little lift and return. Safe lift and return, I might add, and 1 escape.
So Whipple gets the 1. He now is up by 10, 11-1. 30 seconds into round number 2 here.
Yep, another warning. You can't just back off like that. You got to wrestle as you're going out. If you're going out, you got to be wrestling, or these top-notch officials will get you. And Tanner's one of our top-notch officials for sure. Come on, son. See, that was real close right there. He did just enough activity as he was going out. Got a minute to go in the second. 11-1 for Eagle Point. That takedown right there, 3. Eagle's got to keep his hips down or he's going to get rolled through. That's called a hammerlock right there. Looks like
hammerlock turning it into an armbar.
Yep. Good call, Joseph. Eagles are going to need all the points.
Driving that into that ear, too.
Yeah, look at that. It's like 2 swipes.
And a tech fall.
Yep.
And the winner by technical pin for the Eagles, Thomas Whipple. At 144 pounds for the Panthers, Caden Miller. For the Eagles, Ethan Metcalf.
And now Caden Miller of South Medford at 144 pounds, senior taking on junior Ethan Metcalf, number 9 ranked wrestler in the 5A. We mentioned earlier, usually about here, South starts taking over, but
Right.
you look at the Eagle Point side of things here, it's almost everybody's a top 10 wrestler this year.
Yeah.
They're having a good season there.
Yep. Not a very good shot right there. All we did was give the other guy an opportunity to grab us. I tell my kids I want you all the way in or all the way out. Because if we're somewhere in between there, we're probably getting hammered on. So I tell them all the way in, all the way out, or all the way out. And to finish up on that point from the bottom, we should know what we're going to have to do to get our 1 point. Whether we're able to walk away from him or whether we have to wrestle from the beginning and protect our position from the beginning.
What's Metcalf trying to do there? With the leg locked in and he's...
Yeah, I don't know. He's getting in trouble is what he's getting and won't escape. Yeah, he just wanted to cut his losses and get the heck out of there, so he did. Only gave up 1. 45 seconds left in the second. See, instead of grabbing a hold, we need to be scoring here. We're not getting any points for grabbing him.
And move. Just keep moving,
That's right.
moving.
That's right.
So I tell my youngsters, don't stop moving.
Right.
Once you shove that head down, just start spinning, keep moving.
Yeah.
Down to a short time here.
Yeah.
5 seconds to go here in the first period. We'll head to the second. Eagle Point wrestler Metcalf out in front, 3-1 over Caden Miller.
The first to green. The first to South. South chooses down. Again, we're halfway up, flat on it, then we're flat on our stomachs. And it's really not the wrestler's fault, but that's all you ever hear. Get out of there, from the bottom, the coaches. Get out of there. Easier said than done, coach. Eagle riding him tough here. He's holding on like he's going to get riding time or something. And we're out.
Still 3-1.
Yeah. Watch how Tanner keeps the wrestlers in front of him. Well, not now, but when he's other situations, he keeps them all the wrestlers in front of him. Because something doesn't take long for something to go bad, Just take a split second. Looks like we have a little blood time as opposed to injury time.
Take this chance to let you know that for over 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon. Whether it's auto or residential, Bill's Glass covers the complete spectrum. Bill's Glass in Medford, Ashland, and Grants Pass. And tonight's action brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. And by Heart Insurance of Medford and Grants Pass, who can help with personal or business policies. An independent agency that is Heart Insurance. Miller on the bottom here after the timeout due to the nose coming out of the blood coming out of the nose there.
Yeah.
Whistle will blow. And we'll come back to center again.
See, now as an official on the whistle, sometimes we have to be a bit more verbal with the wrestlers. Like center. Wrestle to the center. Wrestle in the center. But we can't coach or we can't talk to one specific wrestler or another. We have to talk to both of them. So there's a fine line between coaching and then verbally cautioning wrestlers. Got a claw ride going here. It's like a spiral ride, but it's a little bit further over. Heck, is this one score away? Oh, we got one more round.
A 2-point match here, 3-1.
Yeah.
Metcalf out in front.
My preference would be to let him go a little bit more. I mean, again, we're behind.
Final seconds of the second period. And we'll head to the third still. Only Eagle Point wrestler Metcalf up by 2.
Eagle Point's on the bottom. South Medford will cover.
And coming set a little too soon there.
Something's up.
Getting a caution. All right, here, just let him up. Get your takedown. Try to tie this thing up. Don't waste any energy.
Right.
(4-1) now. South Medford wrestler needing a takedown.
Yeah, he's got some work to do. There we go.
Takedown right into an armbar there for Metcalf. Final minute.
Remember, he's got a job to do. Now his job is to get a fall. Eagle Point on top here. They always have a job to do. Whether you're the underdog or whether you're the favorite or it's neutral. You always got a job to do. That's beat the guy as badly as you can or keep the score as close as you can. Whatever the situation calls for. That's your job. So you should never be out there without something in your brain to do. $20 left.
And now final 10 seconds.
Action slowed down a little bit.
And Metcalf is going to come away with the victory in this one.
And the winner by decision for the Eagles, Ethan Metcalf.
And now at 150 pounds, Brody Foss, number 4 ranked wrestler in the 6'8" 150, taking on Nathan Malari, number 6 ranked wrestler in the 5A.
Here we go. 29-5, the dual meet score for the Eagles. See if they've piled up enough here to get it done, Joseph.
Tell you what, these Foss brothers are definitely tough.
Yeah. And we're out.
And Brody, only a sophomore. I think we're going to see him by his senior year accomplishing a lot of the things his brother's doing.
Probably, yep. Almost.
Almost a headbutt there.
Yeah. I think Foss could take Malari down. Score here. There we go. He's got two things to worry about, staying inbounds and scoring the points. Nothing after all that.
Woo.
There's another throw.
That one was close for
Yeah.
Malari getting the points there,
Right.
but stayed neutral. 0-0 still the score. Don't mind my clock here. We have 35 seconds to go here in the first period.
Been ample opportunities for both wrestlers. They're watching Foss, I think. Nah.
Got him in trouble. No. Ooh, he got lucky.
Yeah. And we're out.
He got really extended trying to get that trip there. And
Right. 15 seconds left in the first. 0-0 match score. I'd like to see a good, clean, high crotch from Foss. Green stalling. I don't know who Green is.
that'd be Foss.
That'd be Foss? Okay. He does need a little more activity, I feel that way. Foss chooses down or is down.
0-0 at the end of the first.
And one.
Brody gets the first point here.
Okay, there we go. That's some aggressiveness.
And now 3 more.
Right to his back.
I'll bring him back to center, and now instead of Foss being on the bottom, it'll be Malari.
Let's see what Malari does from the bottom here. See, that's what we can't have. You always hear, get out of there, or fly out of there, or something. Yeah, well, it's not that easy.
Explode.
Exactly. Yeah.
From coach's perspective, I think that's just, giving him a little energy.
Sure. I understand. The only problem is they really mean it. Like I said before, I tell my kids, come up under control on your own terms, unless time is a factor.
Forty seconds to go here in the second. Brody Foss up 4-0. Riding on top of Nathan Malari here. Got him in trouble.
Oops.
Good job by Malari to roll through that.
Yep. Still 4-0 for Foss. So seriously, Foss should get the fall here.
Heading to the third period here. Brody Foss out in front of Nathan Malari.
Malari needs to turn on the sprint here. That was a change of level without penetration. That's like faking to the open man in basketball. Uh-oh, there's a double. Boom! 3 for Voss. I'm sure Voss is working for the fall, but he needs to be. His team needs the points bad. Again, we're riding him like we're getting riding time.
Final 60 seconds now. Stalemate.
Yep.
Brody's almost had him a few times.
Right.
Just got to get a little bit more of that on the side there.
Right.
Just missed it a few times.
We got bottom man stalling here.
7-0 Brody Foss out in front.
Remember, you know it's the bottom man because the referee didn't stop the match. If he was going to warn the top man for stalling, he would have stopped the match to do it. So that's if you don't know what's up, then that's one way of telling. If you don't know who the call was against, that's criteria that will tell you. 9 seconds left. 7-0 Foss.
So Brody Foss will come away with the victory over Nathan Malari.
That's a good job by Malari. Kept the score close.
Number 4 ranked wrestler in the state, Brody Foss at 150. Number 6 ranked wrestler in the state in the 5A, Nathan Malari. And Foss will take it 7-0.
157 pounds for the Panthers, Carter Shack. For the Eagles, Sean McFall.
And now Sean McFall, the number 6 ranked wrestler in the 5A, sophomore, will take on Carter Shack of South Medford at 157 pounds.
Pass by. Got to finish.
And McFall, tell you what, he's a good wrestler.
You're going right for it, though, huh? 29-8, the dual meet score in favor of Eagle Point.
McFall out in front here, 3-0 early.
See, right now, it went so easy the first takedown, I'd let him go and wrestle again in the neutral.
That's what I was saying earlier, and, you don't see it a whole lot at this level.
Right. You're right. But it makes all the sense in the world, especially with the new 3-point takedown. Six to 2, McFall. Just under a minute left in the first. Another pass by for 3. Flow right to a cradle. Maybe so, yeah. You got a few too many loose ends, I think, there, Joseph. Maybe not. Ball.
The winner by a pin for the Eagles, Sean McFall. At 165 pounds For the Panthers, Sal Reese. For the Eagles, Gavin Poe.
The Panthers still have a shot here.
Right.
They're gonna have to. They can get to 40. So they can only afford to. They can't give up a pin here at any point.
Right. Inside trip. Pogue's a junior.
And Gavin Pogue.
See, Pogue knows what his
Good
job
wrestler.
is. Yeah, he knows what his job is.
This one can seal the dual meet for the Eagles,
And
and
there
it
it
does
is.
right there. The Panthers strong at the back end here, but doesn't look like they're going to have enough to pull it out.
Yeah.
And I knew Pogue would probably do that tonight.
Right,
You know,
right.
he's a heck of a wrestler. Seen him wrestle countless times, and doesn't usually take him long.
Right.
Took him all of 30 seconds there.
That's a pretty good sign when you got a 1 and a 1 by your name.
Right?
Yeah.
Bridger Foss now at 175 pounds, taking on Julius Smith
There's a tilt for no points.
of Eagle Point. 3 early points for Foss. Wonder if Bridger's even lost a match this year.
He did. He lost one down in California when they went down there.
Okay.
Foss was second. De La Cruz was fourth, I think. And I think the other Foss kid placed also. They ran into a buzzsaw down there, I'll tell you what. I think they were 8th or something. And that's a pretty good club from South Medford. Looks like Foss working on a far cradle here. Yep. This will probably be over.
Ooh. Good job by Smith to stay out of that.
Right.
Foss quickly got him right back in trouble. Foss really working that crossface on him here in the first period.
That's a fall, yeah.
And there's a fall for Bridger Foss.
The winner by a pin for the Panthers, Bridger Foss. At 190 pounds for the Panthers, Corbin Schumack.
And now at 190, Corbin Schumack. Corbin Schumack, number 6 wrestler in the state for South Medford. Junior taking on Tristan Moreno, senior of Eagle Point.
And for those of you who don't know, Schumack's a coach's kid. 3 takedown on the edge.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's been putting in work because over the last couple of years, he's definitely getting better each and every match.
Right, yep. I agree.
Week after week,
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of improvement from him.
He too is looking for the cradle. (41-14) is a dual meet score in favor of the Eagles. And obviously this getting a fall is Schumack's job also. That
And
fall.
there's a fall for Schumack. 1:03 to go in the first.
The winner by a pin for the Eagles, Tristan Moreno. Panthers.
Whoops.
Corbin Schumack.
Schumack with the pin there.
It happens.
At 215 pounds for the Panthers, Keegan Thonstad.
And now we'll go to 215 pounds.
Peters.
Keegan Thonstad, the number 5 wrestler in the state, taking on Kai Peters. Peters, a freshman or senior for Eagle Point, and Thonstad, a junior for the Panthers.
41-20 dual meet score. Eagle Point's holding center here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right to his back. From his feet to his back. Four back. Minute to go in the first. Tight waist and an ankle hook like that, it's called the Iowa. Switch to a cradle. I don't know if he's able to hook it up or not. No, it doesn't look like it. Short time here in the first.
7-0, Thonstad, as we head to the second period.
Red's choice. Deferred to Green. Green's choice. Looks like he's having a wardrobe malfunction. South Medford's down. Not sure how they got there, but he's down. Okay, we got all the way up this time. Stay on. Remember, here we have to make an attempt to take him back down. We don't have to take him back down, but we have to make an attempt to. Warning red. Well, there we turned in for some success. We're neutral. 8-0, the match score in favor of South Medford. It's attacked by South. He's in on a single. See if we can finish here. Backstep. Yeah.
More tripping tonight than I've seen in a long time.
You know, that's a tricky business, too, because sometimes you're just as off balance as he is. Watch that sometime. South hard on the armbar. Hip flip. And we got a count.
Armstead got him in trouble.
Yeah.
There he goes. Good job settling back in.
Yeah. Ball.
And there's the fall. With 20 seconds to go in the second period.
The winner by pin, Keegan Fonstad.
As we mentioned, the bottom of the South Medford roster here is really tough.
Right.
They're going to come up just short. But
Yeah.
For the Panthers, Issei Torre.
And at 285, this should be a good one here.
Good.
Issa De La Torre, number 1 ranked wrestler in the 6A at 285, taking on Brian Cortez, the number 2 5A ranked heavyweight.
Whew.
Number 1, number 2.
Cortez working that Russian tie. See, no stalling on that one. A little more activity, gentlemen. There's a Russian tie again. Oh.
And De La Torre gets 3.
He didn't get hurt there, did he? His shoulder? No. Boy, that kid wrenched on that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Dang it.
You see a lot of wrapped shoulders and
Right.
elbows here in the bottom of the,
Yeah.
from about 165 down. A lot of guys wrapped up, getting
Yeah.
banged up here as we come down the stretch.
Exactly. .30 seconds left in the first. Cortez up 3-0.
Short time here.
Oh,
And a fall for De La Torre with 3 seconds to go in the first.
For the Panthers, Issa De La Torre.
And the Panthers are going to come up 7 short.
huh. I'll be darned.
Or excuse me, 9 short. 32-41. Coming up, Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show. Visit travelmedford.org and search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. All coming up on the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show, where we make sports fun again.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official. But you can only be one. Know your role.
Welcome back, Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role post-game show. Final dual meet score, Eagle Point 41, South Medford 32. We'll turn to Chuck for a moment and get a little insight on what he saw tonight and some things you liked from both teams.
Yeah, I think both teams are rounding into end of the season shape, and from the looks of things, it looks like they're well on their way to getting ready for the end of the year. Both these teams, and they'll both have a say at the regional and the state meet later on.
Any one match stand out to you this evening?
Yeah, the Pogue match. I thought Evan did a pretty good job.
Yeah, Gavin getting work done really quick.
Yeah.
Nice fall there. And then one match that stood out for me was the Brody Foss and Nathan Malari match.
Right.
7-0 Foss came out on top.
Right.
Went the distance. Number 4 and number 6 ranked wrestlers there. And then 7-1 at 144, Caden Miller put up a fight against Ethan Metcalf.
Right.
7-1, but that was a pretty darn good match as well.
Right.
Yeah, some pretty good wrestling tonight between these two clubs. A lot of top 10 wrestlers in the state in their respective 6A and 5A going on here tonight. These two clubs, gonna hear from a lot of these wrestlers. It maybe not so much the team, but a lot of individual guys here are gonna really make a name for themselves going into state. And,
exactly.
You know, might have a few state champions we saw here tonight.
Right.
De La Torre, South Medford. Bridger Foss, South Medford. Very well see both of them state champs.
Right.
Cortez of Eagle Point, he could be state champ this year. Thomas Whipple, Gavin Pogue, both guys out of Eagle Point, might be contending for a state championship this year for the Eagles. So final dual meet score, Eagle Point 41, South Medford 32. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in and watching this evening. I'd like to thank South Medford High School Athletic Director Patrick Grady for hosting the Lithia Superstore matchup of the night. On Table Rock Sports, special thanks to head coaches Curtis Clem of Eagle Point and James Schumach of South Medford. Again, the final dual meet score, Eagle Point 41, South Medford 32. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer tonight was Joe Brett, with David Alvarez and Chuck Mondale. I'm Joseph Brett saying thanks for watching and good night from South Medford High School here in Medford, Oregon.